Helping anyone that walks through these doors and into this space to discover, plan, and imagine what's next for their own careers, for their own lives, for their own family. That is what this new addition, our Career Employment Center, is all about. This new center begins a new chapter in our enduring efforts to help and provide free tools for community members, both young and old, to plan their careers, refine resumes, prepare for interviews, search for employment opportunities, and map out a plan for their education if needed.
The ultimate goal is to find a job. You know, they want that position. So it's actually a fabulous position that I have to work with students on the front end coming in to help them decide what career path might be a good fit for them, but then to help them secure that job of their dream.
If you know of a family member or friend who may need help figuring out his or her career path, or simply just needs help finding a job, please share the news of our facility. This Career Employment Center is for them.
We do it by gathering information from you, finding out what are your interest areas, what are you good at, what are you passionate about, what are your values, your personality. We take a look at all of those components to try and find something that is going to be a good fit for you. So one of the activities we do is called the Holland's Party, and we look at different personality types, different interest areas. There are 6 different themes that we take a look at, and we just explore what area looks like it fits you best. You're able to take an assessment, get the results, get the interpretation of the results, what does this mean, and then we can tie that with how that relates to Moraine Park programs or occupations. Well, we typically serve our student population in helping them with their resume and their cover letter and interviewing, all of those aspects that go into finding and securing a job. And our careers instructors are well trained in helping folks make that connection and be successful in what it is that they want to do.
With mobile app development, it's all about creativity. If you have the knowledge of making an app, then all you need is creativity and you can really make whatever you want.
They produce all kinds of apps. I mean, it could be an app that you use to keep track of information. It could be a game.
You can kind of go on your own if you wanted to, just do it as a hobby and hopefully make a living out of it. Or you can be kind of like a contractor, or you can work for like a corporation that just needs a full-time developer.
On a day-to-day basis, a mobile app developer is going to be creating UX, UI. UX is user experience, UI is user interface. So they're going to be kind of like designing how the app is going to look and then how it's going to function. And then on top of that, they're going to be writing the code behind that to perform all the operations that the app has.
It's kind of like learning a whole different language because you have to learn the coding languages. And I mean, if you're good at learning new languages, then this would be no problem for you. You just need the diligence to work at it. All of a sudden, it'll just click, and you just got to keep working to that point. And then once it clicks, then it's really satisfying.
Mobile app developer, they're going to look for somebody that's driven, problem solver, someone that can work autonomously. There's a need out there for people to be able to do that, and the need is not being met as quickly as the graduates can be put out.
Well, coming from high school, it's a lot different. The staff is much more hands-on and engaging with the students.
Come and check out the program. We have a lot to offer in terms of resources, classes, opportunities.
Fun fact, if you go on Indeed, if you just type in mobile application developer, there's so many amazing jobs out there that are opening right now, like with Amazon, and CBS Sports is opening. That I know that one would be awesome to work for. There's just so many huge companies that are really looking for a developer right now.
You're also learning how to get a job in that field, how to make connections, and how to meet people, how to network. And those are big parts of schooling that I think are not, they're not talked about too much, but they're a huge part of coming to school here at Moraine Park.
I'm most thankful for Moraine Park for helping me kind of determine where I wanted to end up in the food world.
I contacted professors, got the advice that I wanted, saying, you belong in a bakery, and that's where I need to be, it's where I am.
Moraine Park has a really positive aspect, which is that you can join culinary club, you can go on trips, so there's a lot of opportunity to do more than just attend classes.
My life's changed for the better. After I graduated, I went to Europe with the foreign exchange program, and that was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Moraine Park was a wonderful value financially. It also has value in terms of showing an employer that you know the fundamentals of cooking and that you are committed to the industry.
It was nice because I could get through it actually without taking out any loans. I was able to live with family, work, and actually cover paying for my schooling.
I feel like there's tons of job opportunities in the culinary field. Everything from baker, pastry chef, line cook, then you can work up to sous chef, head chef, executive chef. You can be a general manager, you could be a research and development chef, you can be a restaurant consultant.
The nicest thing is you can really kind of be specific about what you want to work on and what you want to do, and it gives you more options as far as the career that might be right for you.
When you have your dream job knocking at your door, you take it and you just do what you need to do.
Getting my education and being able to kind of move into a different side of culinary has really allowed me to enjoy other aspects of my life.
If it wasn't for those classes, I definitely wouldn't be here today. If you love what you're doing, you never work a day in your life, and that's where I'm at right now. I couldn't be happier. Just go for it, do what you want to do, and just have a blast.
With corrections, you can go anywhere with this. An associate's degree, again, takes you to so many different places, but if I wanted to rank up a little bit, be a sergeant or a lieutenant, a captain, even a warden, you just continue that education and keep working yourself up.
I very much enjoyed my education at Moraine Park. I kind of originally joined the program on a whim and instantly fell in love with it. You know, I went to school every day excited. I was eager to learn new things. The instructors were equally as enthusiastic, which was, you know, awesome to see.
The value of Moraine Park, I would say, between the cost of tuition as well as the different areas that you could go to attend your classes, the 3 different locations. With me living in a different county than the corrections program is based out of, I could still take many general education classes at different locations, so that was helpful.
I received my job offer here at Washington County 2 weeks before my graduation at Moraine Park. So I was extremely fortunate. I went through the program and basically achieved my ultimate goal. My life has changed absolutely for the better. I went to school for corrections, I received a job in corrections, and 6 years later I'm still currently employed and still enjoying my job. My education at Moraine Park was one of the highlights of probably my adulthood. Having your associate's degree opens a lot of doors for future opportunities that may just require a little more education or another certificate or another training on top of that. You know, I came in the same way, and 6 years later I still feel the same way. I enjoy coming into work, I enjoy being here, and I'm proud to be here. So when I see my staff coming in the same way, you know, it makes me proud, and it makes all the world of difference. It boosts morale. You know, it's contagious. Other people catch on to that as well.
My advice would be, if this is what they're interested in doing, go for it. Take advantage of it. Embrace everything that you can possibly learn.
A day in the life of an automotive technician can be challenging. It usually starts early and sometimes works late. But the awesome part about working as an automotive technician is being able to help people get back on the road. My education's given me a pathway to accelerate to the top of every position that I've had.
Proper training and credentials are very important in our business, especially in the technical aspect.
Career options after graduation vary widely. You can become an automotive technician, being a service advisor, talking to the customers, taking information from the customers related to technicians. There's opportunities in parts, there's opportunities in management. Students coming out of a program like the one at MPTC versus students without tend to have a higher degree of capability right out of the gate, and they're much more apt to deliver better results.
The Moraine Park graduates are more well-rounded because they have the English classes, they have the math classes. They've got a better understanding of real-world stuff, and they've got a better understanding of some basic stuff. So when they come in and they have to write something down to explain to a customer, it's done professionally.
In this career, as in most, the more education you have, the farther and faster you're going to be able to accelerate.
We have young men, young women that start wrenching on cars that could be in management someday. They could be the president, they could be the COO. The opportunities are really endless, and it's all about, getting that base learning in and then growing with that.
The education you receive at MPTC is a fantastic start, and it really throws you in ahead of most people. And the more you can get involved, the greater your end result's going to be.
Go to school there, come here and apply some of that stuff in the afternoon with a part-time job, and when they come out, they're ready to go, and they're engaged, and they're ready to make a career out of it.
My experience at Moraine Park, it was a great time as far as getting to know fellow classmates and instructors, and kind of working with them and getting a good relationship with those folks.
The experience was fun. I was able to meet a lot of people. It was kind of amazing the diversity Moraine Park had in its classes. I thought that was really special.
We can throw them right into the fire, per se. You guys teach real world skills, so that's really helpful for us because there's less ramp up time.
I did online classes and in the building, and both were great. There's something that I was struggling with or something that I needed help with, people would go out of their way to stop and help out. A day in my work life consists of anything from QA testing on websites, as far as going through sites, looking for any bugs that might be on the site, making sure everything's functioning properly, rendering properly as far as displaying.
Starting into more bleeding edge technologies like CSS3, more HTML5, more app-like things, as that's kind of how the web world is kind of going.
Really, programming, there's content, there's quality testing. When you get into programming, there's so many different languages, so many different fields and areas that you could focus on. And
there's a bit of writing and stuff that can actually be involved in this, as well as not so much just the technology side of things.
Take anything that comes at you and be able to adapt. From a programming standpoint, web-wise, your HTML, your CSS, your JavaScript, PHP is big, that's what we use here. This day and age, you can't just be a great graphic designer. That's the future right now. Everyone's wearing multiple hats.
I changed career paths essentially, and I'm now finally doing something that I really want to do. So it's been exciting in that regard. I wake up every morning not dreading going to work, and I'm now excited about going to work. So I would say that's a significant change for me. Finding what your niche is and developing it from there, and taking a little bit upon yourself to go in and do research and study and find an area that you really like, and then really the sky's the limit as far as opportunity that's out there.
When we see an applicant from MPTC that has MPTC training and credentials, we immediately know what academic background that they're starting from, and it's right on target.
I really didn't know what to expect when I enrolled in Moraine Park. I was an older student, going back to school, and I was doing a career change. So I was a little nervous, but I was surprised that it was easy to fit in, and really it was a good atmosphere for me to focus really on my learning.
We see that degrees in accounting and finance for our business from MPTC are relevant and respected amongst our staff and amongst our clients.
In accounting in general, there's so many different areas you could focus on. You could go, the corporate side, or you could work for a small firm that kind of does everything for the client, where you're doing some of the payroll, some of the financial statements, reviewing the books, tax returns. There's just so much you could do. I would recommend getting that internship and really applying those skills you learn at Moraine Park to, see how you're really going to like it in the workforce.
The thing that I've witnessed is an excellent alignment between MPTC coursework and real-world roles and responsibilities.
I think with accounting that you really need to have a degree. I mean, it'd be tough to get into the field without one. You really got to have that knowledge base that you can build on once you're out in the workforce.
The job outlook is very, very good. We expect this year to bring on board another intern in the accounting realm and another accountant.
I have the 2-year degree, but with Moraine Park they had the really good articulation agreements. I'm actually going to school right now for my bachelor's degree, so I continue on. All my credits transferred, and I actually get a reduced tuition rate as well through what Moraine Park had in place. So it's something for all students to think about if they want to move on.
What made our Moraine Park alumni stand out, number one, was his personality. Second was his maturity. Third thing was his work ethic. And then finally his expertise.
It's given me a really good outlook on life, the confidence to have the skills to get a job, and not just a job, a career, to know that I have that knowledge base and those skills to accomplish what I want to accomplish in life.
My educational experience at Moraine Park was awesome from the beginning. Worked with Dr. McLean. She called me and had me come in, and I got to speak with her one-on-one. And this was before the program started. The staff there was very helpful in guiding me and getting me to where I needed to be throughout the program. And then before graduation, I already had a job lined up. And it was just a great experience from the beginning to the end.
The Health and Wellness Program at Moraine Park is really a culmination of what we've been doing over a number of years, adding more wellness and health classes. A few years ago, we started a wellness certificate, which had great success, and now we're meeting the demands of industry by putting together a program that students can complete either the certificate or they can go on to complete a diploma degree, and then if they want, they can continue to do an associate degree.
What brought me into this career was really just a passion for health and wellness. We're really looking forward to this partnership with Moraine Park and hopefully getting some of the students that you have into the Y to help build our base of employees. The demand in the field has increased so much, and there's so many more people interested. We're now changing our requirements and looking for somebody with a degree, a background, some sort of experience within the field before we even bring them in and interview them.
In my 20s, I was a truck driver. Went back to school, got an associate degree in physical therapy, and then I went back to Moraine Park to the Health and Wellness program and got my degree in that. And then I started my own business where I do physiotherapy work at chiropractic clinics, and that has just opened up a whole new door. You can do work up front. You can also get into personal training now and just working with people in nutrition and getting stronger and more fit.
Within the program, we prepare people to take certification exams as a wellness coach, or perhaps they're interested in personal training or in group fitness instruction. There's a tremendous demand in the wellness industry. Businesses, nonprofits, as well as corporations are adding wellness initiatives within their departments. They know if they can keep their employees well, that they will decrease their insurance costs. Just a lot more interest in people seeking whatever natural avenue they can to maintain their health or to regain their health.
After you graduate, you can still come back to Moraine Park and still meet with the instructors that you have, and they're open to helping you and guiding you and showing you the other possibilities that are still out there. So it's kind of like a family atmosphere working with the instructors at Moraine Park. The sky's the limit. You can really do a lot of different things with your education there and make a difference in people's lives.
Chiropractic is amazing. It gives you a chance to be proactive on your health versus reactive to the sick, and it is so rewarding to play a role in that. I had a wonderful experience at Moraine Park and encouraged, and both of my children have gone to Moraine Park. I think it is a great school, and when you come out, you're not tens of thousands of dollars in debt, and you can hit the ground running and work in your chosen career and start earning an income right away. Once a chiropractor has worked with a chiropractic technician that's come from Moraine Park, they know how valuable they are. They know that they are trained on philosophy and how to do things in the office, and they're a hot commodity. When you graduate from Moraine Park with a degree, you pretty much have all of the training to do anything that you wanted to in the office, in a chiropractic office, short of, yes, going on to school to be a doctor of chiropractic. I'm very grateful for the education that I got at Moraine Park, the people that I met along the way, the different events that are still held.
People who come from Moraine Park have a different skill set because they understand what it's like to be in the chiropractic office before they are employed by one, and that is invaluable. We don't guess when it comes to people's health, so the training that the students get from Moraine Park is vital so that they have those skills and can help in the office evaluating what people's problems are. The interns that we've had in our office from Moraine Park always add. They never subtract, and I think that's really great.